Hello guys, today we are going to analyze a game that's played between Vishwanathan Anand and Alexei Shirov. It was a rapid game played between them in the year 2000. Anand opens the game with e4. Shirov with black pieces plays e6, the French defense. Anand and Shirov have played a large number of games against each other, many of which opened with the French defense. Anand plays d4, d5, knight c3, the main line, knight f6. Shiro chooses the classical variation e5, attacking the knight. The knight retreats. Here, Anand plays knight ce2. This move is played to build a very strong center with c3, f4, knight f3. The harmonious piece placement, but the bishop takes time to get in the game. There are some drawbacks and some advantages. Shiro plays c5, very principled move. c3, defending the center. Knight c6, development of piece. f4, strengthening the center. Queen b6, further move pressure into the center. Knight f3, defending the center. And now Shiro plays of more options. The move bishop e7, and Anand plays a3. This is all theory which has been played many times and carefully. Here Anand plays the move h4, which is very aggressive, and it's not surprising that Anand choose a move that is very aggressive, which is suitable for a style, and it's a rapid game. It is easy to attack than to defend. With limited thinking time, defending is always more difficult than attacking. The another move which can be played is b4. It seems to be a bit positional, and so Anand chooses f4. Let's go with the game. f6. Anand has a very good center. Shiro tries to break the center. The idea maybe is to one day f into e5, f into e5, c into d4, c into d4. Let's say a dummy move. F into e5, f into e5, c into d4, c into d4. Maybe knight into e5 on a very good day. Knight into e5, knight into e5. Now see, there's the pressure on f2 is always there, but after a long series of trades, but it's there. The rook is attacking and the queen is also attacking the f2 square. Let's always have that in mind before making a move. This has to be calculated every time. Rook h3, knight a5. Knight a5 is not a very good move. The idea is to place the knight on c4, but this releases the tension on the center and allows Anand to move his knight from the center and attack the king side. Anand judges his move to be a positional error, abandoning the pressure against the central pawn d4. We can only agree with him because he won the game. Not only in the game, it's the best move. Knight a5, b4, a very good move, giving some pressure to the c5 pawn and force him to take c into b4, a into b4, and knight c4. Shiro got what he want, but it's not the best move. After knight c4, Anand plays knight g3, bringing more pieces in the inside. Maybe the idea is to play knight h5, rook g3, try to mate the king. Shiro plays a5. Shiro must have had this plan in his mind when he made the 11th move. The 11th move is, rook h3. When Anand moved is rook to h3, he played knight a5. This must have been planned when he played knight a5 to push the pawn to a5 and break the position and open so that he could gain something out of it. The most practical move would have been f into e5. We have already discussed about this move. F into e5, knight d into e5, d into e5, knight into e5. White can't take the knight because queen f2 is checkmate. So something like bishop e2 would have been played. Black would definitely not have full compensation for the piece, but his struggle would be intensified. Shiro is known for his attacking skills. This could have been a very good situation for him to show his skills. And at the same time, we have to consider the time control also. It's a rapid game, and the errors are most likely to come when the time goes down. Let's stick to the game. What Shiro does. After a5, Anand plays bishop d3, trying to get the bishop into the active diagonal. Bishop d3 is a very good move. f5, forcing Shiro to play the move f5. So he would get the knight into the g5 square, followed by queen h5, and try to make the king. Knight g5. Whilst previous move can also apply to this move, in fact, even more so precisely clear that he wants to attack the king and mate as soon as possible. Otherwise, it could be so wrong. Rook d8. Rook d8 is a very good move. It's a very obvious play could be f6. This is not the best move. After bishop into c4, d into c4, queen h5. Let's say bishop into b4, trying to get counterplay after a into b4, followed by queen into b4, and try to use some perpetual. But knight e2 is always counterplay and prefers rook g3. If h into g5, h into g5, followed by g6, queen s7, checkmate. H into g6, h into g6. Let's say make some nonsense moves like the next move is queen h8, if king moves, then queen h8 followed by queen into g7 leads to checkmate. So h6 is not a very good move. Rook d8 is a very good move because it gives a space for the knight to jump in with knight f8 and defend the whole thing. Obviously, Anand goes for the move queen h5. Bishop into g5 is played. Queen into g5. Here, h into g5 is not played because of the idea knight f8 and the attack is killed. He has nothing to do. Let's say bishop into c4, d into c4, b5. The idea is to play bishop a3, take the f8 bishop, make the king. So simple it is, but it is not as simple as it looks. Queen into b5, bishop a3. The queen enters and the position is defended. Let's say queen h4, and I am going to mate you. That's not gonna happen because bishop queen g6 defends the whole position, and slowly black will win the game. So bishop to g5, queen to g5 is the best move, and makes best moves. Rook f8, trying to bring more pieces so he could defend the attack and survive it. That's not gonna happen. Knight h5. The knight comes in the followed by rook, and the bishop will come. Bishop to c4, b5. All these ideas we have seen. This will come handy, and we will make the king soon. After knight h5, rook f7 was played. Rook g3, attacking the g7 pawn once more. So g6 is forced. After g6, the casting situation has arisen. The black has to be as a good structure. If it's not going to be mated, it's most likely to win the game. But we are going to mate the king. After bishop to c4, we have seen this idea. D into c4, b5, queen into b5, bishop a3. Black has nothing to do, nothing. So he plays b6, trying to develop a piece. hoping that he could Anand fails to makes a calculation error and mess it up, but not that's not gonna happen. Queen s6, bishop b7, keeping the long diagonal. Let's not do anything because he's going to be mated in few moves. Rook into g6, forced to take h into g6, queen into g6, king h8, the forced move because he cannot go to f8. The bishop, a beautiful bishop, controls all the dark squares. King h8, queen into f7, threatening one move mate in g7, rook g8, defending the one move mate. And now there are two ways to finish the game. The Anand's ways, bishop f8, the beautiful move. After first rook and f8 cannot be played because queen g7 is checkmate. After knight into f8, knight f6, queen into g8 is the threat, and he cannot defend it. So let's say rook into g2, queen into f8, rook g8, queen g8 is checkmate. And the other way to finish the game is the simple knight f6. Let's go checkmate in few moves after knight f6. Knight f6, queen g7, queen h5 is a threat because king cannot go to g7, the g7 square is controlled. If you take a look at this game, Anand played a very beautiful move, but chose the 11th move. We have mentioned earlier, knight a5 proved to be very costly. You could have tried to open the position with the f into e5, or you could have done some c into d4, trying to open the position as much as possible, or you could have played a5, tried to prevent b4, and kept his play in the queen side. When his play stopped in the queen side, the game turned around to Anand's game. So after knight a5, b4 was played. Let's take a quick recap. C into b4, a into b4, knight c4, knight g3, a5, bishop d3, f5 force move, knight g5, rook d8, a very good move, trying to defend. Too late. Queen h5, bishop into g5, queen into g5, very good move, rook f8, knight h5, trying to mate in one, rook f7, rook g3, putting more pressure on the g7 pawn, g6, bishop into c4. We have seen this idea in the previous variations. After d into c4, b5, queen into b5, bishop a3, b6, simple moves, queen s6, threatening rook into g6, bishop a7, rook into g7, g6, h into g6, queen into g6, king h8, queen f7, rook g8, prevent one more mate, bishop f8, bring more pieces in the back, rook into f8, queen into g7, mate. I hope you guys like this video. Try to share, like and subscribe our channel. Goodbye.